too much has been going on here in Pennsylvania. We're not in riots or anything like that, so I think that's good. Actually, I kind of take that back. I think they're doing some crap in Pittsburgh. My opinion of like riots and protests are just stupid. It's kind of like your mom told you to do something when you're young and you know that you can't get your ways. You're just trying to get your way anyway. And I don't know. I've never really gotten the point of them. But that being said, let's get at it. So I love God and I want to talk about him first because it's usually what I do when I start talking to God. I'll be like, I want to talk about like this, and this. But the first thing I want to talk about is you. And so I feel like that's how we should start this talk. So I love God. So when we think of God, what do we think of? Love, right? Because God is love. And it baffles me that like some people think that God is like picture with a gavel. I forget what that is, but I think it's like a like shovel sort of thing, like a hoe or something. And it's like to show that God is only here to condemn and to bring those that are evil to hell. When actually, so it's the month of the Sacred Heart. And I know everyone thinks it's not everyone, but some people think it's the month of Pride Month. And I actually saw a legit sign from like a car dealer or like, actually I think it was like hospice or something, which is really odd. But it said, Happy Pride Month with this, flying rainbow flag. And I'm just like pissed because God gave us that flag, that rainbow symbol to show that he would not, destroy the earth by water anymore. And every single time, in my opinion, that somebody disrespects God's creation of the rainbow or like anything like that, there's going to be consequences. There is going to be consequences. You see it. Hi guys. Hi. Subscribe to my channel. But you see it everywhere. Like somebody does a drag queen show like leading up to the Olympics or something like that. And the next thing you know, or like, oh my gosh, there's just so many instances where it's just everyone is outraged, and not everyone, but like that should be outraged by all this gay crap. And I'm not judging people that are gay. I'm not, because I don't judge people. I'm just stating facts, like legit facts. And I think that the reason there's so much fire and so many, Los Angeles forests and, on fire and so many tornadoes happening where tornadoes don't usually happen at all. And, just all this stuff. It makes me insane. And like God is not mocked. And I don't know. I don't want to go down this route tonight, but I'm just saying like God is not mocked. And so if you are like, okay, so I have a friend, his name's Michael. He's a really good friend, but he grew up in a really messed up background. And he started to think that he has mental problems, to say the least. Most of the gay people do. But he started thinking that he was a girl. But what was really neat about it is like, I'll call him Michael and he'll be like, he'll take it. Like cause like he changed his name to Michelle. Anyway, so I just feel so bad for this kid because he was like the coolest kid. And then he started like surgeries to make himself into a woman. Someday he's going to look back and he is going to regret the heck out of his life. He's going to. And I don't even know why I brought that all up. I guess it's just on my chest tonight. But Oh, I know what we were talking about. So we were talking about the month of the Sacred Heart. So for those of you who don't know God or Jesus, this is kind of for you too. It's kind of for everyone. I hate those ads that are like, if you're like not from Pennsylvania, then keep scrolling, and then they like you don't keep scrolling because you're like, what is she talking about? Okay, hi guys. I don't know what HM means. I don't know. And what is, I have a question, guys. What is said hi? Is it just like you said hi? I'm new to this. I kind of am. Okay, so what I want to talk about is the month of the Sacred Heart. So I don't know when this got instituted, but I'm Catholic and there's this month, the month of June, and it's attributed to the Sacred Heart of Jesus. And for those of you who don't know Jesus's heart, Jesus is totally love. And but this month is attributed to his Sacred Heart, meaning like the mercy of God and everything that stems from it's kind of hard to explain his Sacred Heart. It's his heart on fire for love of us, but it's also his heart, like wrapped up in the crown of thorns that he experienced on his way to the cross. So it's called the Sacred Heart because it's just like so loving. But it's interesting because in this month we can like find out so many good things about Jesus' heart. We can like take in different things. And it's just, I think for one thing I need to pray more because it's so interesting. Well, first, gay has a feeling even though it goes against Christianity, doesn't mean it isn't right. No, okay, Brad. So I don't judge people. I'm just I'm not judging. I'm just saying I'm stating facts. But yeah, the month of the Sacred Heart is pretty cool. And I actually saw a sign that said month is the back up. June is the month of the Sacred Heart, and it was really cute to have the picture of Jesus on it and everything. It was really neat. But yeah, praise the Lord. That's right. Common Catching TV. I'm gonna call you out real quick. What do you do? Are you like a TV channel? I just wondered. Stupid Little Mockingbird. I should show you guys it. It just comes around like all the time. But yeah, so I'm basically kind of open to talking about whatever you guys want to talk about as long as it doesn't like come against my standards, because a lot of you guys just want to talk and I'm not here for that. It's too much in life to just do that. So yeah, so today it's been a really good day. It rained like, oh my gosh, it's been raining here at least every day. And it's kind of getting kind of weird because, I mean, the grass is getting super tall and we can't cut it because it just keeps raining, stuff like that. But I wanted to talk to just one more thing, probably before I go. I'm not sure. Guys, doesn't my hair look really cool today? It turned kind of reddish and it's like really cute. But I wanted to talk about the fact of like being single and what that really means in depth. And I've actually been meaning to talk about this. And I've talked about it a little bit, but not like the way I wanted to talk about it. So, I am single. Do I want a boyfriend right now? I don't know. Just being honest. I have no idea. But I think the single... No, but that's just it. I was telling you, no, I don't disrespect. Okay, I'm an Uber driver. I will drive someone who's gay to go get their nails done or something. Like, I do not disrespect people. I'm just there to be truth. It's just like a mom with a kid, and the kid says, "Hey, mom, I'm going to go jump off this bridge." She's like, like, you have to steer them in the right direction. Whether it's, like, I think it really comes down to, like, being a good example. Like, living your way the way you think everyone should live their way, but, like, the way God would want you to live your way, the way. I can't even talk today. All right, no more time about gay stuff. This is just getting weird. So what was I saying though? Oh, so like the single people. So all the single ladies, you put your hands up. Okay. Just had to get that out of my chest. No, but like, being single is not a bad thing. And I feel like there's so many people that just feel like it's like a bad stage in their life. Like really bad stage in their life. They just feel like, like, for me, I used to have this sense of, like, what is that called? Inadequacy, something where you don't feel complete without a guy, and you want a guy to perfect your life and make it happy and joyful, and basically have your husband think for you. Now, my sister got married to this guy, and their marriage is horrible because he definitely wears the pants. She doesn't really care in a way. It's just really screwed up. But my point is, you can't really depend on somebody else to make you happy. You can, but it's kind of like you're crippling you both. Because what happens when he goes to work and you have kids at home, and then you're like screwed. Legitly. But like, you can like try to be a good person to where when you get in a relationship, that person is working on themselves too, and you make like a good compatible relationship, a healthy relationship. And this is coming from somebody who's never dated anyone, so I don't know that field that well. But I do know from being single that it rocks. Like, I'm not saying being with someone else doesn't rock, but like, I wear this ring because I'm God's, but I'm still single. And like, there have been times where I'm like, oh my gosh, God, where is this guy? Where is he? You know what I mean? Just like really putting it out there. But then there's times where I'm like, no, I'm perfectly happy on my own. I don't need a guy. And then there are times where I'm like, I could help someone to get to heaven. So basically what I'm saying is, like, just chill. Just chill if you're single. Somebody will come along if it's God's will. And if it's not God's will, they won't come along. But you should have a peace within yourself that, like a genuine peace that, like, everything's going to be okay. And I think I'm telling myself that too. Like, everything's going to be okay, Oh my gosh, it's starting to rain. I'm in my car, and I better make it to the house before it starts raining. True, I do support gay and bisexual. I do believe that. No, Brad, you can talk about it. It's just, I feel like we're just going to go down a rabbit hole or something. Like, I don't feel like you're going to change my views on things. And I don't think I'm going to change yours. So, but yeah, so I'm trying to think of anything else I wanted to talk about. One thing that's interesting is thinking about your future. So I used to live day to day, like, oh my gosh, I got to work. Oh my gosh, I got to do this and do this and do this. And then I would never think about my future. And there has to be a happy medium. Like, you can't think about your future all day, obviously. But there has to be a happy medium. You have to do stuff for, your future while you're living. And one thing I started, guys, I'm so excited about this. I've literally started to get a hold of my weight. Now, for those of you who don't know about my weight, I have been 300 pounds on the nose. Not a good experience. So that day I said, that is it. I'm taking this picture of me at 300 pounds, and then I'm going to get to 200 pounds, and I'm going to take a picture of that. And that's the way I roll. And so I started walking. I walked a mile. That day I did 111 crunches back to back. And I told my brother, who was like in the Air Force, and he's like, yeah, get it. And then the next day I walked a mile. Today I walked a mile. I'm just trying to keep going. And I really think that I lost a pound. So that's like really good because I just really need to lose weight. But anyway, it was really nice talking to you guys. Fred, God bless and take care. Bye.